Hi, my name is Emily Woods, and I decided to do my lesson on exploring magnets, and I'm going to be using Chloe as my volunteer to go through the experiment with me. So first off, I'm going to give my student the magnet so she can explore with them and kind of get an idea of how they work. So do you want to go ahead and play with the magnets?
Yes.
Alright, so what do you notice?
Well, this side, it goes together.
So are those opposite colors, so they're opposite sides?
They're opposite sides.
Okay, so the opposites are attracting. And what happens when you put the two sides that match together?
They don't go together.
Alright, so they're repelling each other. Okay, so can you do it with the other sides? Do they go together?
Nope.
No? Okay, so the same sides repel each other, and the other sides that don't match attract each other?
Attract each other.
Alright, so we're going to be using our bar magnet fun worksheets to learn a little bit more about attracting and repelling magnets. So for our test number 1, we are going to take the south pole of the magnet and the north pole of the magnet and try and put them together to see what happens.
They go together.
They go together. So that is called
Attract.
good job. So we check the box that says
Attract.
good job. Alright, so in our box here we will draw a picture of what happened with our magnets actually. Okay. Perfect. So for test number 2, we are going to be seeing if both the north poles will attract or repel. So, what's happening?
They're repelling each other by their forces.
Yeah, they're not going together? Alright, so what does that mean?
Repel.
Alright. And then we would draw a picture of that in our picture box. Alright, and so next we are going to okay, so we might want to change our picture here because did the two poles go together or were they pulling apart from each other?
Pulling apart.
So maybe we could use arrows to describe that they're pulling in opposite directions. Well, we always have an eraser on hand. So I'm grabbing an eraser out of my handy dandy bag. And we can go ahead and fix that. Okay, so that's perfect. Good, so in this picture you are trying to show that the magnets are
Repelling each other.
okay, perfect. Alright, so then we're going to move on to test number 3, and we're going to see if the north pole attracts to the south pole. We have lots of students in the house this evening.
If the north pole attracts to the south pole.
Yes.
It attracts.
And it worked. Okay, so we have to check the proper box and then draw our picture that goes along with it to match. and you drew them together
Yeah.
to show that they are attracting. Perfect. So then our final test that we're going to do for attraction and repelling is we're going to try and put the two south poles together. Can you show me how you would do that? What do you think is going to happen?
They're going to repel.
All right, let's see. And did they?
Yep.
All right. And then you can go ahead and draw your picture. All right. Okay, so then the final thing we're going to do is write what we learned through this experiment. What did you learn today?
That both S's and both N's, they repel.
Okay, and so the two same sides can't go together.
And they repel because they're different. They're the same colors, and it uses its force of magnetic static to make it to where it will
Go together?
go together.
And then what about the opposite sides?
The opposite sides, it goes together.
All right, so do you think we can write that down on your worksheet? So we learned that the same sides would repel each other while the opposites attracted each other. Wonderful, Chloe. You did a very good job with this first experiment. Oh, you just need to mix your words so the same poles repel each other and the opposite poles attract each other. All right, perfect. So now that we did our first experiment and you kind of have an idea of how the magnets work, we are going to go ahead and explore with different objects. But first, we're going to make predictions of if the objects are going to be able to be picked up by the magnet or not. So I'm going to show you the objects we have. We have a soda can, aluminum foil, popsicle sticks, scissors, keys, a nail, an eraser, a rubber band, safety, a button, a washer, paper clips, a safety pin, and a penny. All right, so when we're using these objects today, what do you think are some things that maybe we shouldn't do with the objects?
The button.
But do you think there's some stuff that would be inappropriate to do with the objects?
Yeah.
we want to use them in the proper manner, right? And so that means we're just going to use our magnets with them, and we're not going to be goofing around with them with other students if we had other students in our class today. Correct?
Yep.
All right, because that could be dangerous for everyone. So the first thing we're going to do is we can kind of feel and touch the objects, and you can predict whether you think the magnet is going to be able to pick it up or not. So the first thing on our list is the rubber band. So you can kind of look at that. Do you think the magnet's going to be able to pick that up?
No.
All right, so you can go ahead and check the proper box. Then we have a paper clip.
I think it will.
All right. A penny.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. A wooden craft stick.
No.
You don't think so? Okay. Wooden craft stick. All right, and the next one we have is a nail.
I think the magnet would be able to pick it up.
All right. What makes you think that?
Because it feels kind of like the magnets do.
Okay, so you think that might be...
Magnet.
Okay. And then we have some scissors.
I think this will too.
Okay. An eraser.
No.
You think no way? All right. And then we have a button.
I don't think this one will either.
No, okay. So let's make sure to mark it on our predictions. Then I have a soda can. You can kind of feel that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Definitely? Okay. And then aluminum foil.
I think it would.
You think so?
Yeah.
Go ahead and check your proper box. A safety pin.
I think this one would too.
Okay. A washer.
Well, it feels the same as all of the other objects
So you
that
think,
I said yes.
so you think it's similar in
Yeah.
its properties? So it could be possible. And then we have the fastener. What do you think about that?
I don't think it would.
Yeah, that one's kind of tricky though, because what do you think about this part? Do you think that's magnetic?
No,
But what do you think about this part?
it would.
Okay, so it's kind of a 50-50 depending on where we put the magnet. So whatever you want to check, we can do yes or no.
No.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
And then we have the final thing, keys.
It feels the same as the scissors.
Feels the same as the scissors?
So I'm going to say yes.
All right. All right, so now that you've got to explore all the objects and make your predictions, we can see whether you were right or not by using our magnets. So we can bring those over, and we can start from the very beginning with,
Oh no.
uh-oh, I think we discovered the nail, huh? All right, we can start from the very beginning to see if we can pick up the rubber band. Do you want to try? No, doesn't look like it. All right. So what's our results?
No.
All right. Do you want me to check the box for you?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So then next, maybe I can use this one. We can do the paper clip. Okay, no problem. Let's see if it can pick it up with its south pole. Do you think either way it's going to work?
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. So let's see what we predicted here. You said yes, you were correct. All right, then we're going to do the penny.
So.
What do you think about the penny? You said that the penny would pick up.
But it
Was your
doesn't.
prediction correct?
No.
No. All right, that's kind of tricky because we thought it was the same material kind of as the paper clip. So that's actually no. Now let's do the wooden craft stick. No, not really working. Okay. Let's see, you said no. And then we have the nail. What do we think is going to happen with that? That was no problem. Correct. The next one we put was the eraser. No?
No.
I don't think so. All right, and then can we go ahead and do the button? Mm-mm. And then let's go ahead and try the scissors. So it looks like it attracts, but it's a little heavy for one magnet to pick up. And you predicted yes, that the scissors would. So then we have the soda can. Let's see.
It's
You wanna
the
try
same
some other parts?
material as the penny.
I think they might be different materials, but it's just that type of metal doesn't attract to magnets. What do you think?
Yeah.
So that one's a no.
And I said
All right.
yes.
Aluminum foil.
I said yes.
That was kind of, I thought that one was going to pick up from the magnet too. Let's see, no. All right, a safety pen. You predicted yes. Let's see. You got it. That's right. The washer. That was easy, no problem. The fastener, which is that guy over there. That one's yes. And then what if we try and pick him up from the wooden part of the material?
It still attracts it.
It's still attracting, so yes. And then the final object we had were the keys. No, none of the keys? All right. So let's look at the materials that attracted to the magnet. So we had the paper clip, we had the nail, the scissors, the safety pen, the washer, and then the fastener. What kind of material do you think all those are made out of?
Metal.
They're metal, and I think it's a metal more like iron that they're made out of. They're all kind of the same color too, correct?
Yep.
So look at the objects. What types of materials are attracted to the magnets?
The fastener,
Mm-hmm.
the washer, the safety pin, the scissors, and the paper clip.
And why are they attracted?
Because they're all metal.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and write that down? And what kind of metal are they that's making them attract?
Iron.
Iron, yeah, or they're in that group. So you can go ahead and write that down on this line.
That's honestly probably the problem when you do secretary jobs. Ours doesn't speak Spanish though. Ours doesn't speak Spanish.
And then what types of materials are not attracted to magnets? So which ones? We have the button, the eraser, the rubber band, the keys, the penny, the craft stick, and the foil. And
The soda can.
and the soda can. You're right, I almost forgot that one. And none of those were attracted to the magnets. So what do we think about those?
They were kind of a plastic.
They were more non-metals and they weren't attracting. Okay, I think that sounds about right.
I would think so, yeah. Petroleum. No, oil.
All right, perfect, Chloe. So what did we learn from this lesson?
That, like, kind of plastic metals, they don't attract to the magnets.
Yeah,
And iron metals, they do attract to
and
magnets.
some of the stuff that we thought we could definitely pick up with a magnet, we
Didn't.
couldn't pick up. So we learned that our predictions didn't always match our results, right?
Yep.
All right, and so those are the experiments we will be doing today to explore magnets, and that is all.